And we are back with a guest.
Good.
But first of all, my co-host today, Renee Beatty, almost retired from Cleveland State. We're so glad that she's on with us today. And
thank you so much.
This is her first TV appearance, and so I think she's enjoyed it, so we'll probably have her back, which is wonderful. But our guest today is Piper Davis she's representing her mother's new business, and it's called Southern Roots. And I just love that name. That is so neat. Now, Renee,
Clever.
Southern Roots, what would you think that is?
Hairstyling.
Very good. So it's a hairstylist. And Piper's dad and I met by accident, literally. We weren't in it, but there was an accident on Inman Street, and we were all out there, you know, gawking at the accident, which we
we do.
And her dad, because it was kind of right in front of my store, and her dad comes up and says, "Excuse me, but could you tell me where the cigar shop is?" And I pointed over to CBC Cleveland, and so then my husband and I went to lunch there, and your dad was there having lunch, so we sat at the table beside each other and struck up a conversation, and that's when Southern Roots and the TV show, and I said, well, why didn't somebody come on? So give us a little, tell us about Southern Roots, Piper.
Southern Roots, we opened probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Oh, so you are brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Very brand new. We are located on Harrison Pike, and if you pass the Prospect Grocery, go through the sharp curve, we're right there outside of the curve. And it used to be an old antique store.
I know exactly where it is.
Mm-hmm. And we've made everything into a hair salon. And we have the front part is totally remodeled. In the back, we still have a lot of storage, room to grow. And the main owner is Amy Parker. And then we have Kim Miller's the manager, which is my mom. And then Beth Lawson, assistant manager. We only have 3 of us right there. And I personally don't do hair, but I do whatever they need me to do. Sweep,
you be the gopher.
yeah,
Okay.
whatever, clean out hair color, or whatever they need to do, run errands. And we're just one of those laid-back salons. We're nothing fancy. Everything's, you know, rocking chair, front porch. We've got little church pews that we use for hair dryers and all kinds of creative stuff that we took. We made, we took old doors and made like stations out of them and all kinds of stuff that the guys came up with, and we've been spending months remodeling, and well, I have. So I haven't done any of that.
Okay, Piper, what do you do since you haven't done anything and aren't doing anything? You're on TV. That's what you do.
Yes, they nominated me because they're not TV girls.
Well, I loved it when I called. I think I talked to your mom originally.
Probably, yeah.
And then Piper called me back and she said, I've been nominated and elected and selected. And I said, well, great. Because it's really, this isn't bad, is it?
No, not
You
bad
really
at all.
don't realize that you're on TV, except for that little tiny monitor that we watch because it gives us our cues of what we're supposed to do. So tell me what all y'all do at Southern Roots.
We do anything from haircuts to color, waxing. We have a massage and esthetician room. We currently are getting a massage therapist. We're waiting on everything to go through. And we have pedicures. We have a position for a nail tech that's open. And they do pedicures and manicures. We just don't do the acrylics right now. And we do facials, the basic facials. We have $10 haircuts every day, all day. And then we have $8 haircuts for military, government workers, and college students with ID.
How neat.
What about college workers?
What about retired college workers?
We might can work something out. We might can.
Retired state employees could use it.
Absolutely. So you're basically just an all-around salon type situation.
We do it all. Mm-hmm.
That is wonderful. Now, you're in a really wonderful part of the world out there on Harrison Pike. When Flavis and I lived out there off of Harris Creek for 10 years, and I loved it out there. And Prospect Grocery, you know, that's kind of the place to be on Saturday morning. That's where a lot of people, if you need to find our district attorney, he's there on Saturday morning having breakfast, okay? A lot of people go to Prospect Grocery. And our second guest today is from out there in that neighborhood, too. So I didn't really know when I invited both these people on that we were talking about the same neck of the woods out there. But if you get on Harrison Pike and you just kind of keep going, and you're on the right.
We're on the right.
And up on a hill.
Yeah,
it's a little hill.
Kinda.
It's And I know because the Cherries Jubilee, I used to stop there occasionally when I was riding around and find furniture when it was an antique store.
Yep.
And so it was just real unique then. And so you were out there in the country, but not really, folks. She's talking. What are you talking? 2 miles out, maybe.
Yeah,
3
not
miles
even
out.
that, really.
It's not. It's not bad at all.
If you lived in a big city, it'd be right next door.
Well, absolutely. My son lives in Nashville and teaches at MTSU, and he thinks that's nothing of a drive.
No.
I think it's ridiculous.
I do
Absolutely
too.
ridiculous. So, what possessed you all to do this?
Well, Amy Parker has been doing hair for I don't know how many years.
Careful.
Probably. Oh, Lord, I would say 10, 15. I have no clue, though. But she's been doing it ever since she graduated high school. She said that she loved photography, and her parents said, and then she loved to do hair, and her parents said, well, you have to pick. So she picked hair. So she finished school and everything. She actually taught for a while, was an instructor on doing hair. She's wanted to open a shop forever and had the dream and the vision, had everything picked out. We have the whole black and white damask like setting with the chairs and, you know, curtains and all that. That's kind of our theme. Then when we started doing it, it's like the black and white thing just boomed. And we had already started decorating like that. So it was really nice, you know.
Ahead of the times.
Yeah, that was coming really current and everything. And she, Mom and Beth Lawson were friends of hers, and she said, hey, do you want to, let's do this together. So they've been working on the salon for, I would say, ever since February or March, day in and day out, just turning it from, well, it was just a lot of storage because of the antique.
Right.
So having to declutter and redo everything, and they literally redid everything.
Oh, I can imagine to make it from what it was, because it was rustic antique.
Yeah, very rustic.
Into a kind of a high-end salon.
We still have the rustic feel a little. We have the concrete floors that it's kind of funny, the ceilings were painted black and all the piping and stuff, and it dripped down a little, so we went with it and did the floors and sanded them and everything, so they're like concrete / black kind of, I don't know, alternative looking kind of thing, so.
Industrial.
Yeah, just different, yeah.
Well, we tagged something one morning on this show as eclectic, because nobody, it was John Cantrell's Valley barn out there on Eureka. Because he couldn't quite, he said, well, it's not quite shabby chic.
Right.
Which the damask makes me think of shabby chic, but then this other industrial, so we'll just tag that eclectic too.
Eclectic, I like that.
Now,
I have a question.
Oh, okay. Renee has a question.
How did you come up with that name? I think that is so
I
clever.
love it.
I love it. I love it.
We threw the names back and forth constantly, and I wanted to name it Backwoods Barbie.
Okay.
Because of the Dolly Parton song.
I got you.
And we threw all kinds of names around, and I think Amy really came up with that with the Southern roots, and we wanted it to be something kind of country, but somebody threw around "Hair You Doin'," and I said, okay, I can't answer the phone saying that. That would just not come out right. So I said, can we please come up with something different? So yeah, but it was just throwing Southern charm, all kinds of stuff together. Finally, after about 2 or 3 months of throwing everything around, we finally got to that. So.
It's so clever. I love it.
I love it. I think when your dad told me that day the name of it, I said, oh, that is too good. That's just too good. I know what you're talking about naming, because Christy Griffith and Melissa Alley and I threw around when I was getting ready to open the Red Ribbon.
Yeah.
We threw around names, and some of them were darling, but they were just not Cleveland.
Yeah.
You know, and so we had to come up with something that was more Cleveland that still was defining. Okay, we have people listening this morning that want to know what your hours and what your days are.
We are open Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, Saturday, 10 to 3.
Phew, till 7.
Yeah,
okay.
If you need an
For
appointment.
those who work.
That's good.
If you need an appointment, 6, 7 o'clock, we'll work with you. Come on in. If you need an appointment past 3 on Saturday, we'll work with you.
Okay, give us a phone number where they can call you.
Phone number is 790-7899.
790-7899. 9 if you're from East Tennessee, or 9 if you're not. But
Niner.
No, that's right. But it is so great to have you on,
Thank
Papa.
you.
I appreciate it, and I really tell your dad hi.
I
And I
will.
hope he found whatever cigars it was he wanted at the smoke shop.
I
that
guess
day.
he ended up eating, didn't he?
He did. He ate lunch, and that's another thing,
He found
folks. is
something he liked.
Yeah, for real.
CBC Cleveland has wonderful hamburgers. I had one there the other day, and all my Weight Watchers friends don't listen to me say that, but I did. But okay, Southern Roots on Harrison Pike, Monday through Friday, 10 till 7.
10 to 7.
Saturday 10 till 3, and give them that phone number one more time.
It is 7899.
Okay, 790-7899, and that is Southern Roots, folks.
Yes.
And Piper, thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
being with us. We appreciate it. Time flies when you're having a good time, so we're going to take a real quick commercial break and bring in a lady from just down the road from Southern